we will be ranking the top 10 bantamweights in the bantamweight division, the 135ers. Let me start off with some notable names that didn't make the list. We got Eamon Zaharbo. I know that sounds crazy, but once you listen to my list, his best one is Cheeto Vera, guys. Okay? I mean, how impressive can you really be whenever your best win is a Cheeto Vera coming off pretty much a 5-loss streak? Okay, I don't think that that's necessarily that impressive. However, if you beat O'Malley, man, give him a title shot, okay? I mean, Aldo was a good win. But he lost that fight. I had Aldo winning that. Figgy's just too old and washed. Rosas is probably a fight away, one more good fight away from making this list. He was boring, but that's not, I mean, we're not ranking the most entertaining, we're ranking the best fighters. I think he's one more fight away. We need to see more on the feet, kind of see where he looks there. And then Bryce Mitchell, kind of as a joke. He could be top 15. Honestly, I could see him get higher up, dude. If his submission grappling is as good as everyone thinks it is, he could really get up there. But starting out at number 10, we have Daniel Martinez. Maybe I shouldn't have said that about Cheeto Vera. He beat him even more washed Cheeto Vera, but he did it more convincingly. You know what I mean? He didn't look bad when he did it. Like, it wasn't convincing at all whenever Zaharbo won. It was a true 29-28. Martinez beat Cheeto 29-28 too. But I don't know. Martinez had more swag when he did it. He was just like jiggle maxing. Jiggle maxing is for a fat guy. What would you like? He was bunny maxing? Because he was up and down on his feet. Like he was just rabbit maxing. So Daniel Martinez was rabbit maxing out there against Cheeto Vera. That's a known way to be able to beat Cheeto Vera's style is the rabbit max all over the octagon. But David, he's number 10. You could put Zaharbo here. I don't really care. I don't know why I'm defending Zaharbo. It doesn't really matter. He's either number 10 or honorable mention. Coming in number 9. This guy gave Peter. He beat Peter Yan in the first round, guys. Okay, he beat Peter Yan in the first round. You know how crazy that is? This guy, who I don't know why hasn't been booked for another fight. He's ancient. Okay, we need to get this guy more fights. Literally beat Peter Yan in the first round. Okay, and then lost round 2 and round 3. You know how crazy that is? Like, Peter Yan is the champ. He is the champ. He's the champ of probably a top 3 division in the entire sport. I'd probably say 155, 170, 135 are the most stacked divisions. 185 is really top heavy. At least 135's got some depth. Like, a Marcus McGee level fighter at 185 would be like the 5th best fighter. Like, I think, yeah. I don't know if he's as good as like Kyle Braulio. Maybe 6th. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, listen, Marcus McGee's really good. He gave Piotr Yan a tough fight. That hairline is crazy. But I do think Marcus McGee's a top 10 fighter. And I'm really excited to see who they give him next. He's got to fight soon. I mean, he hasn't fought since last June? So it's coming up on a year. We need to get him back in the octagon, and I'm really excited to see who he faces next. And he honestly could jump up in this rankings if he gets another good fight in soon. Coming in at number 8, we have the Henry Cejudo killer, Peyton Talbot. I know he just lost to Johnny Barcelos. I guess that was 15 months ago, so that was a while ago. But he looked so good against Henry Cejudo. He looked so good. It was unbelievable how good this guy looked against Henry Cejudo. And Cejudo gave Yadong a fight. Like, that was a fight, okay? I actually scored it 2-1 for Cejudo, which was an unpopular scorecard, but I did. I did score it 2-1 for Cejudo. So it was like, not in the Payne Talbot fight. Not in the Payne Talbot fight. Payne Talbot won 3-0. I'm saying against Cejudo versus Yadong. I actually scored it 2-1 Cejudo, which the judge gave it 2-1 Yadong, which is fine. But listen, Peyton Talbot, man, he's his striking's obviously there, and his grappling was good. He was able to take down Triple C twice. So I'm really excited to see what he has next. I want him to get a push up. I'd like to see him face like a Corey Sandhagen or something fun like that. I think it's time for that. I think it's time. So coming in at number 7, we have Mario Bautista. Okay, guys. Honestly, you could put I'm not even trying to do this joke, dude. You could put 6 or 7, whichever one you want. These are like the same rate. I think this is like an even fight. Corey Sandhagen, Mario Bautista is a super, super even fight. I don't know who I'd lean, to be honest. Which I wouldn't mind seeing this fight booked. This is a pick'em fight. I would lean Sandhagen just because of how good his striking game is, but for what Bautista just did to Vinicius Oliveira, he's a dangerous dude, man. He's dangerous. Okay. However, I do think you've kind of seen the level that Bautista can get to after the Umar fight. He can give Umar a decent fight. I don't think he's going to be a championship level guy. You know what I mean? Kind of same thing from Sandhagen. You know, there's levels. He's not going to get to that championship tier again. They gave him his title shot, which I'm glad they did. But I think it is time for, Sandhagen to fight down. I wish Sandhagen fought Zahabi at the White House lawn. I thought that was actually in my White House prediction card that I never released the video. But I think, honestly, this is the fight I would make is Corey versus Bautista. I think it makes a lot of sense. But coming up next, I really 50-50 fight. Let me know in the comments who you guys would think would win this. I think I'd have Corey Sandhagen, but really close fight. Coming in at number 5, we have Song Yadong. He just gave O'Malley the fight of his life. Maybe I always just pick the wrong guy in every fight. I don't know. But I also did have Yadong beating O'Malley. Okay, I did have Yadong beating O'Malley. 2-1. I thought round 1 was Yadong's, to be fair. I'm glad Sean won for the division because I'm glad Sean won for the division because Yadong winning would really, I don't know what you do. And Sean would have to go fight Peyton Talbot. Or maybe the Zahabi fight would have actually made sense then. It would have. Like, O'Malley Zahabi would actually have worked there. I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know at that point. Like, Sean on a 3-fight losing streak against Zahabi, he might have to fight Talbot, But anyways, Yadong's really, really good. He's good everywhere. I think he would comfortably beat Corey, comfortably beat Mario, he would. I think his worst matchup here is honestly Marcus McGee. I think he would struggle with the range. I think that would honestly be his worst matchup out of these guys. Maybe Mario Batista, but he's also just good at everything. But I think Yadong is better at being good at everything than Mario Batista is being good at everything. But yeah, that's a good fight. But I think Song Yadong is right under that upper echelon of the division. Kind of the gatekeeper of the top guys, in my opinion. I'd like to see him fight. Honestly, him versus Talbot would be a banger. And I think you need to push Talbot up. Oh, wait, no, he's fighting Figgy. He's going to kill Figgy. He's going to be like minus 2,000 for that fight. That's a ridiculous fight to make. It should have been him versus Talbot. Get Talbot's gay ass in freaking China. That'd be fun. I'm not saying Talbot's gay. I'm not saying that. I'm not. He could be. All right, coming in number 4, we have Sean O'Malley. Maybe you haven't. I don't know. I'm never really. Outside of the Aljo fight, I haven't been impressed with O'Malley. Cheeto, I was impressed. I wasn't impressed with that performance. That was a great performance from O'Malley. How he just styled on Cheeto like that for 3, that was very impressive. So Cheeto, I gotta give my props. The way he was able to kind of take over that fight. But again, that's Cheeto, dude. Cheeto sucks. Like that, he shouldn't have gotten that fight. No, that sucks. Cheeto beat my ass, obviously. But Cheeto needs to go fight someone that's unranked right now. That's coming off their Dana White contenders. Like, that's what's next for Cheeto. Okay? Like, that's what's next. So it's like, O'Malley, listen, we need another. Yadong was a great win. I did pick O'Malley going into it by first round KO. That did not happen. I think he will slaughter Zahabi, and I think he will fluke his way into a title shot. I'm rather confident of that. I think they'll pass him up over Umar, which I'm kind of pro, to be honest. Umar hasn't looked great. I mean, he did beat Bautista, but he hasn't looked, he needs a title shot. But obviously you do Yan versus Merab 3. Merab has earned that next spot. And speaking of Merab, we have Merab coming in at number 3. Kind of how the mighty have fallen for Merab after he lost to Piotr Yan. I had it 3-2 Piotr Yan. After he lost it to Yan, it's just like, and I'm sure you guys saw that he broke his nose on Instagram. I really find it hard to see a Merab comeback happening. I'm really rooting for it. I like Merab. I like everything he's about. It's tough, man. It's tough to be 35 years old and to come back and go get your belt. Like, he was 2 fights away from me saying, I wanted him and Pantoja to win, so that if Pantoja won his fight against Van, they could have done a Merab versus Pantoja face-off. Then Merab would face, Merab would have beaten Yan. That would have been his 4th title defense. And then he would have fought Pantoja for his 5th. And then if he beat Pantoja, he could have gone up to 145. Okay, and then fought Volk. And that would have been a banger, dude. That would have been a banger. But we're just missing out on these really cool matchups. But Merab's 3. You're going to call me crazy for his number 2, but number 2 is Umar Nurmagomedov. I think he would win the rematch. It's not like he's done anything that's really impressed me over his last 2 fights. Batista was whatever. He won. Figgy was bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm too high on this guy. Maybe I'm wrong, but I do think he's the second best fighter in bantamweight. I think the only guy that I would pick over him right now is Petr Yan, man. What's happened to this guy? Like, you went a 29-28 to Marcus McGee, and now you're, like, for sure the best fighter in bantamweight after he beat Merab. Like, the only guy that I really could see beating Yan is O'Malley. O'Malley is the worst matchup for... That's why I love MMA. Because it's not it's a matchups thing. It's really a matchups thing. Like, it not only is, like, Yan's worst matchup, Merab's a great matchup because he can stuff the takedowns. Okay? Umar is... Wow. Okay, Michigan's the second. Michigan just won March Madness. Shut up. Who else would be an interesting matchup for Petr Yan? I think Sandhagen would give Yan some troubles. I think Sandhagen would give Merab some... So it's like, that's what's fun. That's what's fun about the sport. You know what I mean? Is that you could legit have the 6th guy fluke his way to the belt. But I think Sandhagen, if he beat Bautista, I'd be... And Bautista, and he would never beat Umar. Umar would still style him. But Yan is the best fighter in this division. Umar... I really hope they don't make, after O'Malley knocks out Zahabi, Yan versus O'Malley, and then Umar fight Merab. That's so disrespectful. After defending your belt 3 times, something champions just don't do nowadays. After defending your belt 3 times, be like, yeah, you can't get an immediate shot back at the belt. What are you talking about? I actually 50-45 Petr Yan less than 3 years ago. Okay? No, Merab deserves a shot at the belt. I do think he loses, but he does deserve it. And then for Merab, I don't know where you go because he's not big enough for 145. You just have to wait for O'Malley to get the belt, and then he would sit on him. You know what I mean? And it's like he would beat O'Malley. He'd finish O'Malley again. He would. And then maybe if Umar got the belt, then you get to see Merab Umar too. Come on, man. That's a banger. I don't want to see it in a 3-round fight, though. That's disrespectful to Merab. Merab does not deserve that. Anyways, guys, that is my video matchmaking every single top 10 bantamweight. Let me know what you guys think about later. I can't believe that Tuivasa is my main profile picture. That's kind of crazy. Anyways, guys, see you guys later. Tomorrow, I'm going to be making a video predicting the chances of each fighter becoming a double champ. I'll see you guys then. See ya.